everyone, we are back at the big Wargaming booth. We have right now Caleb, who's going to be standing and telling us specifically about esports and your tie-up with NVIDIA and how you guys go ahead and do esports, but more specifically around Wargaming, the entire company, and the products that you have. And this, guys, the War of Tanks.
So, and we have some huge things going on with NVIDIA right now. As James is saying, we have the NVIDIA Open, $100,000 prize pool globally. We also have all our Wargaming.net league launched recently. So in America, there are 3 seasons with a $100,000 prize pool each. Same in Russia, Europe, Asia. It's all the same. There's a league in each one of those regions. And then our upcoming titles, World of Warplanes and World of Warships, we're likely to begin rolling out esports on release of those games.
So you have World of Tanks.
That's correct.
You're coming up with the World of Warships. Warplanes.
Yeah.
And then you have Warships.
And we have Warships. And
Land, air,
of course, the Xbox version of World of Tanks.
So you've got land, air, and sea.
Yep.
What about world of like everything?
The world of worlds,
yeah.
Right? Oh, that's been a common conversation. I don't think we're there quite yet, you know.
Yeah, but would that be something in the future? I know I'm jumping the gun, but there's lots of us who want to go ahead and say, would you ever think of combining all the 3 engines?
That's something we think about pretty regularly. Obviously, that's a whole different conversation. We don't want the games we have right now are standalone games. We're not going to take these games and combine them, but maybe in the future, you know, we'll look at something that includes all 3.
Excellent. So now let's go ahead and jump to the really, really hardcore action here. Tell us how Wargaming started, because this is a company which has done really well, really fast, and you've got some great products that people love.
So there's a bit of a misconception about Wargaming. Wargaming is actually about 15 years old. We've been around for a while, made some games in the past, Order of War, Massive Assault, but then obviously when World of Tanks released, it did better than anyone expected it to do, and it's been a massive success. And we did so well that we decided, well, we're gonna make more. And obviously we've made some acquisitions like Day One Studios, GPG, Gas Power Games, that is, and Big World. We bought all 3 of those, and that's to make our games better and make more games, because we're really gamers at heart. And so that's where our gaming attitude comes from.
So this is big developments, guys. You have to go ahead and watch out. This is E3, and I'm telling you that this booth is one of the more wow booths. This goes on awesome levels. They've got this huge screen that's running around. They've got this huge plane. They've got everything. Their entire show is phenomenal. You've done a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have you been to the theater? We have a theater right back here as well.
Bye. So what's next? So what are the timelines? Tell us when are you coming up with all your launch dates, what the price is, what's the models going to be? I
mean, I can't talk too much about launch dates. A lot of that's still indeterminate. You know, we like to hold off on releasing a product till it's really ready. But the models are going to be the same as tanks as far as monetization. You know, it's free to play game. You can download it on your PC. Both Warplanes and Warships will be exactly the same. You'll even be able to integrate your World of Tanks account with both games. So if you have gold on one, you'll be able to spend it on the other, and so on and so forth.
Excellent. So great transactions. It's a free-to-play game. If you haven't checked it out, the link is down below. Just to go ahead and try it out, go ahead and do that. Now specifically about India. So we are this little country that always gets bundled with our really nice neighbor called China. And between us, we kind of have half the planet. But unfortunately, we don't get enough attention. Do you have any plans specifically for India? And do you have Indians playing on your servers?
So we definitely have Indians playing on our servers. I actually think they play on the Russian cluster for the most part. So I handle most of everything in the Americas, so North and South America. I have a Russian counterpart. And then obviously we have a group in Asia that handles China as well. So I think, you know, my guess would be, if there were enough Indian players, there's enough people there to have our own server there.
Yep.
You know, there's definitely enough people, and anytime we see a massive expansion in a region, as is seen, I think, by Southeast Asia, China as well, obviously North America, Russia, Korea, we have another one in Singapore. All of those are separate servers. So if there's enough interest in an area, we'll build a server out there.
So some interesting news coming out. Since Indians have great pings to Singapore, you have a Singapore server. So that might be a great place for people to go ahead and go. And there's obviously Russia as the other servers which are there.
Right, that's correct.
Great. Probably leading into the couple of last questions which is there. Where's the future going for Wargaming. So you obviously have these two games coming up, and you're not telling us a lot, but we have a feeling that they'll be here soon, then, because otherwise they'd not be at E3. Come on, guys, you can do the maths. They are at E3 because they want to go ahead and do this, and I think we just owe it to go ahead and try all these games. So definitely the links are down below. Any access on betas when you would be coming up with how do you go ahead and get down into a beta program if any of these people want to go ahead and apply?
So, you know, beta for our Xbox version is already available, I believe. You can get into that right now. Tanks is obviously already released on PC. World of Warplanes is not too difficult to get into beta. You can apply and fairly quickly you'll get in. Warships is still a little ways off. We're almost at the alpha stage, but not quite there yet. So once that comes along, then there will probably be some ability to get alpha access and then eventually beta access to Warships.
Excellent, and that wraps up everything.